Ever noticed an itchy, uncomfortable rash in the groin area and immediately felt embarrassed or confused? You're not alone. A lot of people quietly deal with it, hoping it will just go away on its own. But here's the truth most people don't realize early enough. That kind of rash is often a common fungal infection known as ringworm in the groin area, or medically Tinea Cruris. And if you're wondering whether this is serious, contagious, or something you can manage at home, stick with me. Because by the end of this, you'll understand exactly what it is, what actually causes it, and the safest ways to deal with it without panic or misinformation. Let's start with the basics. Ringworm is not actually a worm. That surprises a lot of people. It's a fungal infection that affects the skin. In the groin area, it thrives in warm, moist environments where sweat and friction make it easier for the fungus to grow. That's why it's more common in hot climates after workouts or when someone wears tight or non-breathable clothing for long periods. Now here's something important. This condition is very common. It does not mean someone is unclean or careless. It simply means the environment on the skin allowed the fungus to grow. So how do you recognize it? The most common signs include itching that can become quite persistent, redness in the affected area, and sometimes a patchy or ring-like appearance on the skin. The area may feel irritated, especially after sweating or physical activity. The discomfort can come and go at first, which is why many people ignore it until it gets worse. Now let's talk about what actually causes it to spread or get worse. The fungus spreads easily through skin contact or contaminated items like towels, clothing, or shared surfaces. But even more often, it spreads because of moisture and heat trapped in the skin. That means even without contact with anyone else, a person can develop it simply through sweat buildup and poor ventilation in clothing. So what can you do at home safely? First, hygiene is key. Keeping the area clean and dry makes a huge difference. After bathing, make sure the skin is gently dried instead of left damp. Moisture is one of the biggest triggers for fungal growth, so this simple habit can already help slow it down. Second, wear loose-fitting, breathable clothing. Cotton fabrics are often better because they allow air circulation and reduce sweating. Tight clothing, especially synthetic materials, can trap heat and make the condition worse. Third, avoid scratching the area even though it may feel very itchy. Scratching can irritate the skin further and sometimes spread the infection to nearby areas. Now let's clear up a common misunderstanding. Some people try random home mixtures or harsh substances because they think natural or strong means better. But here's the reality. Not everything online is safe or effective for fungal infections. Some substances can actually irritate the skin more and delay healing. A safer approach is using over-the-counter antifungal creams if available, and following proper hygiene consistently. But if the rash is spreading, not improving after a couple of weeks, or becoming painful, that's the point where medical attention becomes important. A healthcare professional can confirm what it is and recommend the right treatment. Another important point is prevention. Once it clears, it can still come back if the same conditions remain. So things like regularly changing sweaty clothes, not sharing towels, and keeping the groin area dry after exercise are simple but powerful habits. Now let's address something many people worry about silently. Does this mean I have a serious problem? The answer is no. In most cases, this is a common skin condition that responds well to basic treatment and care. The key is not ignoring it and not overcomplicating it. Here's the takeaway I want you to remember. Ringworm in the groin area is common, treatable, and manageable. The real difference between a quick recovery and a long-lasting issue usually comes down to early action, good hygiene, and avoiding misinformation. If you notice symptoms, don't panic. Pay attention. Keep the area clean and dry. Use safe treatment options. And if it doesn't improve, seek medical help early. Because when it comes to skin health, especially in sensitive areas, awareness is your strongest form of protection.